Does anybody remember when Netflix was first offering streaming? Netflix, for those of you who don't remember, was originally a DVD mail-in rental service. And then they decided, hey, you know what? Why don't we let you watch a couple of videos online? I think they started out with like 8 or 16 hours of watch time. And that became so popular, they ended up just completely pivoting to that. And for a very brief moment, it seemed like the world was this magical place, because why pay hundreds of dollars for cable packages that you weren't going to use when you could pay $10 a month and watch it all in one place without ads? But then, couple years, studios started taking notice and going, wait a second, we're missing out on a slice of this pie. And now everybody has their own streaming service, so it just feels like, okay, so it's like cable where you have 50 billion channels that you gotta bundle together or get independently, like, your HBO package or your Showtime package and stuff like that. But at least there weren't ads, right? But then they started adding ads and making you charge more to not see the ads. But at least, you could share your password with your friends, right? But then Netflix started cracking down on that. And now Disney's cracking down on that. Hulu and Disney Plus have now added terms in their agreements that bans subscribers from password sharing. Unless otherwise permitted by your service tier, you may not share your subscription outside of your household. Piracy went way down once Netflix was like the only game in town, because people weren't pirating just to save money. They were pirating out of convenience. Before Netflix, it was actually really hard to watch the shows that you wanted online. With Netflix, suddenly everything was there. And you know what? Most people are pretty fine with paying $10 a month if that means they get to watch everything. Then it got stratified. And then it got more expensive. And more expensive. And more expensive. And even Prime got into it. And here we go. Yeah, it's been a long road getting from commercial TV to commercial TV again. Yeah, changed to Prime Video. Movies and TV shows included with Prime now have limited ads. You can upgrade to ad-free for $2.99 a month. So, we're just back where we were like 20 years ago at this point. It's as expensive as it was to just watch cable with all of those extra channels. Plus, for a lot of people, the only way to get internet is to bundle it with cable, so you're paying for that on top of it as well. And now you're getting ads with everything too, unless you pay more. And people are just going to go back to piracy, which you should never do. I do not endorse piracy. I do not endorse looking up how to pirate shows. Don't do that. That's bad. We disavow. But you can't really blame people for wanting to at this point. Piracy was almost always out of convenience. And the more that companies make things less attractive, even for your paying customers, the more people are going to opt out and just pirate. And obviously the heyday, the start of Netflix, it wasn't going to last. It was too good a deal to have that low a price for all your content forever. But I don't know, there's got to be a happy medium somewhere. But we're not going to get that because companies are going to nickel and dime us to death until they go one step too far, and then people just, stop paying for it and go back to the things that they were trying to stop in the first place. I don't know what the solution here is. There is a government grant program that gets a lot of shit thrown at it, and I haven't heard about it as much, but you would hear conservatives complaining about it every once in a while. It's called the National Endowment for the Arts. And the budget for that is $100 million. They are throwing far more money than that at crappy movies nobody's going to watch. And maybe if we had an increase to this budget and had some stipulations about who receives the funds, that, things are easily publicly available because you already got your funding for it, so you're already paid for it. I don't know, maybe something like that, maybe some solution like that. I don't know. I just know that this isn't sustainable and people are going to opt out, and then companies are going to cut back on what they are developing because we're opting out. And it's not a good place for the industry. So I like entertainment. I like TV shows. I like movies. My whole channel is kind of, built around that. I cover, industry news. I review movies every week. I like the accessibility of streaming. I just hate what it's become. And there's got to be a better way than having streaming services constantly raising their prices and constantly forcing ads. Isn't Netflix's ad-free tier like $7 more than its ad-supported tier? That's ridiculously insane. I don't know. Obviously, the real solution is to abolish capitalism, but we're not there yet, so I would like to see some other solutions to make things at least more palatable to the consumer. Anyway, that's kind of it. I don't have any solutions here, I just have laments. Hey, thanks for watching. Your view means a lot. Don't forget to toss me a like and subscribe and ring the bell. And drop a comment below telling me what you thought of the video. I stream Mondays and Fridays at 5 p.m. Pacific and Sundays at 2, so catch me live and join in on the convo. You can find all my socials in the description below, and thank you to all my patrons with a very special shout out to my Whaled Shark tier patron Ryan D and my Anemone Friend tier patron Piftle Cakes. Your support means the world. Catch you next time.